There we go. I don't know why it did that. Hey, how the hell is it going? It is Rich. Welcome back to the studio. Pardon me while I get this set up. Going live on my phone is always such a challenge at first. Just to get the camera in the right spot. Such a pain in the ass. Alright, here we go. If I could just zoom out just a tiny bit, perfect. But no, see, look at that. Can you believe it? Cannot believe it does that shit. Alright. Boom. Alright. There we go. Let me go over my computer real quick to make sure it's going alright. I'll just hear some clicks over here for a little bit. Looks like I'm live. I'm going to go to view it. It's been a long time since I've been live, so it's going to be a little bit of a warm-up. All right, cool. All right, we look good. So what I got here so far, just some art that I listed on eBay. And if you're interested, you can find it on there. I will put the link in somewhere. Let's see. Maybe I can put it in the chat. Yeah. So that link is for Guile. Pardon me while I put this stuff in. That one's for the waifu. And then, all right, so the first one's Guile. And then the second one is this lovely lady. This one's a little bit more. This one's got, you know, obviously a full figure, but also ink wash. And we got like some gold and blue ink highlights and a lot going on here. Last one I'll put in is Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. Had a lot of fun working on that piece. So put that one in. There we go. Alright, housekeeping's done. I hate doing that whole promotional shit, but I gotta do it. Otherwise no one knows that you're selling art. And it's like the worst part of being an artist is that you gotta do your own marketing. But here we are. Sorry, just drinking some coffee here. Check this out. Got a new tattoo. And it's pretty cool. I drew this. My tattoo artist took it and put it on my arm. And I love it. Skull and an hourglass, whole Memento Mori thing going on. But I always wanted to get my own art on me, and I was never ready, you know, and I was just looking at it the wrong way, honestly, because I'm so used to thinking of things as an illustration. You combine all these ideas into one illustration, then get that tattooed on you, but that's not really how tattoos work. So you get a bunch and it all builds up to make a sleeve. So combining too many ideas into one thing doesn't work out too well, apparently. So I'm really happy with it. It's still sore. I just got it a few days ago. So, all right, what are we going to be doing? I recently got on eBay and I listed a few things, and they actually sold pretty quickly. So what I usually work with is 9x12 mixed media paper, Strathmore, and it's kind of heavy, a little lighter than cardstock, but it handles ink very well and watercolor pretty well. Usually don't have any issues with them. So I'm going to be doing. I prefer this. It's very smooth. It's I know a lot of people work on bristle, and it's basically the same. Honestly, I don't notice a whole lot of difference, except that this seems to be more mixed media friendly. So let me show you. You see, it comes in a giant sketchbook here. Well, this one is in Strathmore. This one's Bee inspired. Walmart brand, because I can't find Strathmore at Walmart anymore. But I don't like drawing in a giant book like this, because if you're over towards the side, your hand's like basically off the page, and it messes you up. So I don't do that. This is one of the sketchbooks I got right now. My problem is that I sketch a lot and I fill up the page. You know what I mean? So I have like some really nice sketches surrounded by crap. So yeah, pretty typical for me. Just characters and figures and faces on top of faces. I really liked this guy. Then I have like a bunch of random stuff over here. So I feel like nothing I do is really postable or anything like that. Got some color going on here. Got a colored Cyclops. Sorry, I'm just flipping through my sketchbook right now, trying to get ideas. That's pretty nice, except I got a bunch of coffee on it. So I'm not very precious with my art, which I should be. Maybe then I could sell more. But I'm gonna draw Ryu maybe. I don't know, the anime characters seem to sell really well, and that's kind of the goal for tonight, to make something sellable. So work that way. Just a little tip. This is like a 1/4 inch piece of wood, and I like it because it's kind of like an art desk that I can carry around the house, and I will tape my art down, usually using like the blue tape, and then I can work anywhere. So, little tips. I don't like carrying the giant sketchbook around all the time. Let's see. Actually, let's start on printer paper first. Sorry, I'm just monitoring my stuff. I don't know how well you guys can hear that, but that's an effect of just having one sheet on the wood, and you get kind of this wonderful sound, kind of like ASMR. Um, Ryu has crazy eyebrows. What's up, Sideburns? How's it going? Is that even visible, bud? Try to push harder here. eBay's going pretty good. Surprisingly, everything's been selling, and I wasn't expecting that. So it's been pretty cool. Last time I tried starting up eBay, I was selling a bunch of prints, and somebody like tried to do a scam thing. I was like, awesome! I got a sale, and the first sale happened like in 2 days, but it looked like I never got paid for it, and I shipped it out and ended up coming right back and went to like some business building somewhere. It was a really weird situation. I was like, really confused, and it looks like it was just like a scam thing to get my information or something, like from the transaction. So I was like, great. I was really disappointed with that. So I didn't know what to expect this time. I think I'm going to draw Ryu tonight. Just quick portrait. Experiment with style. How are you doing, Sideburns? It's been a while. It's okay if it's not looking like Ryu yet. I'm going to use a light box and transfer this thing to the mixed media paper that I was showing earlier. So I just got my Art of Street Fighter book here for some reference. one of my favorite art books. Look at this. Here's some art from the Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. There's some like character models. That's pretty awesome. Dude, Guile's arms are just huge. He was my favorite character, but I could not play with him. I could not figure out how to do the Sonic Boom. Way back in the day, I couldn't. I think on Street Fighter 4, I was like, oh yeah, finally figured it out, and I could play pretty competently with most of the characters. But back in the day, I thought he was the coolest looking one, and I couldn't figure it out. So I was always playing as Ryu or Ken. I haven't played Street Fighter in a long time. And a big part of it is just that I have a video game problem. So maybe having one hand come up like that. Alright, so that's just kind of my rough. For professional stuff that I'm selling, I like to keep the final paper cleaner. So I'm gonna grab my light box real quick and we'll get that going. Boom, I'm back. Wait, here's my board. Should I ink this piece, do you think? I think people will prefer it inked, but and this is where the tape comes in helpful. You know, it's funny, I got a nice tablet, and then I start getting worried about, well, not that I'm getting worried, but I feel like AI is just going to have a big impact on art, in the art industry. So, like, people are going to appreciate traditional art more. And now that I got such a nice tablet, I'm finally starting to like it. I started moving backwards, unfortunately. All right. So if you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications, all that bullshit that I have to say to try to promote my stuff. If you're new here and you don't know me, I am a comic artist or manga artist, however you prefer to look at it. They're the same thing. Just depends on where they're from and, you know, stylistic choices. But yeah, you can find my stuff on my blog where I post my free comic burst code. I don't post it on Webtoon. I'm just not a fan of the format. I'm kind of starting to come around to it. I'm reading Webtoons now, but it changes the whole story and layout when you post vertically like that. And that was never my goal. It's never really been what I wanted to do. So go to my blog. You can read it for free there. And I'm technically still working on it. So updates will all be on there. And I post my original art for sale on eBay. I got a few links in the chat, and you can find them there. And they're pretty affordable. I'm not trying to make $1 million off of my art. The first one that sold was like an auction and sold for like $5.50. And I'm like, oh, okay, my stuff can sell. So it's kind of more reasonably priced now, but still on the cheaper side. I understand I'm not a well-known commodity yet, but you guys can find my stuff on there. One of my favorite parts about Street Fighter was when Ryu would let loose and that Dark Hado would come out. Always really liked characters with a streak of anger. Like Wolverine. Wolverine's always been one of my favorites. He just does not give a shit. But it's also kind of righteous and justified most of the time when he does lash out. Ryu's very stoic and reserved, and he usually has his anger and power in control. So when he does let it out, it's very satisfying. It's So I started doing this series of shorts about underrated manga channels, and they're usually manga artists, but any kind of like resource for manga artists. Um, and one of my favorite underrated resources is Haruhisa Nakata's YouTube channel, and he created Levius. He's the author and artist for Levius EST, which was turned into an anime and stuff. Um, it was pretty popular manga. The anime had like a strange 3D art style, and it's kind of weird to get used to. But once I got used to it, um, I didn't find it too off-putting. But he's a great artist, and this is how he still works very traditional. But even more than that, he doesn't ink. He does his manga just very clean pencil art, and then he adjusts it a little bit in Photoshop. I've been really inspired by his stuff. So I'm lightboxing Ryu right now for those of you new in here. His mouth is a little off center, damn. That's what happens when I stick with the sketch too much, that I just kind of rush through. And if you're new here, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. All I really do is manga and comic book art, and the whole process of making that stuff and just having a blast. I usually live stream I've recently started doing more shorts, but I really prefer to live stream. So. I'm actually not a big fan of the shape of the face that I chose. So we're gonna alter this just a little bit. Actually not a fan of a whole lot of stuff that I chose here. And sometimes that's just how it goes. Just get all right, got my guidelines down. I'll put this back. Mute that music. That sucks. I'm hoping you guys are going to be able to hear like some of the ASMR kind of scratching on the board. But I don't know. We'll see. I've always really liked drawing really strong men. Goku is probably like the first anime character I ever drew. You know, a lot of the Dragon Ball Z guys. Mostly Goku and Vegeta. And then we moved to like Street Fighter and Outlaw Star, whatever that main guy's name is. I drew him quite a bit. But yeah, really strong guys and then really beautiful women. I feel like that's pretty typical for male artists to gravitate towards. There we go. So if this piece ends up going well, I'm going to list it on eBay, and then I'll share that link on my YouTube page and Instagram. And yeah. I'm also available for commissions. Just let me know. You can DM me on Instagram. My name is the same over there, R Rich Studio. Or I think you can comment on here and just leave some way for me to reach you. Or I think there might even be like an email address connected in the About section of my YouTube page. You can email me there. So a lot of this drawing is just rendering some tattered texture. yeah, there we go. I think that's Ryu in a nutshell. So, all right, I got links in the chat. I'll post them in the description of the video too when this is all over. To some of the eBay auctions that I have up. I'll show them one more time. Let's see. So I'll post this one on eBay too. After these ones sell, I want to make some room. But I got Ichigo here, and I got this lovely lady. Not a character from anywhere, so I have her labeled as like anime waifu on there. And this is ink wash, and we got a few different colors. We got some blue ink on the eyes and gold on whatever that leg piece is. And I got Guile here with a bunch of cool brushwork. So, all right, that's it. I appreciate you guys showing up. Thanks for joining me in the studio and keeping me company while I work. All right, guys. See you.